9, 10, 11. So we're getting to... That's got trample. Okay. And we get to trigger this as well. Down to 7. They die next turn unless they have some kind of... Exiles a card at random from their hand. No way. We just randomly get to cast a portal for free. So I'm back with a deck that's two of my favourite colours in Magic, with a 2-mana 8/8. What more could I ask for? It's a self-mill strategy, so you want to put loads of cards into your own graveyard in order to make this attack and block. And if that's not enough, you can draw cards and discard cards and try and mill people out. It's not impossible, but you'll probably be wanting to mill yourself in order to be able to swing with this 8/8. Awesome deck, awesome gameplay coming up. Hope you enjoy. Okay, a risky keep. This whole deck, I think, is just a series of risky keeps. But yeah, got to give it a go. We've got some really exciting cards. Elvish Mystic. Probably want to kill that, or maybe we'll kill the next thing they do. Oh, damn it, they're going to get turn 2 and a Realm Breaker though, aren't they? Ugh. That's gross.
So many voices in need of help.
Oh. That's nasty.
Allies everywhere.
We could attack, but that doesn't seem very good. Murderous Cut. Then we get rid of the Jace. Murderous Cut. Could we get Delve? Oh man, I don't know about this deck. There's too much stuff that wants to take away from Ancient One. Azusa, well, we probably lost the game now. That is horrendous. Jeez, so much mana.
And fight.
What are we going to be able to do? Lotus Cobra as well. Goodness. Get rid of Corpse Churn. Making the Ledger Shredder bigger does help, I suppose. We could just go for 2 spells. We could draw a card and discard. Halo Forager. Okay, we're going to get rid of... Oh, now I don't know. Island. So Murderous Cut costs a bit less. Feed a Swarm could kill something. There's a lot of choices now. I definitely want to feed the Swarm on something. Let's kill that. And then use this, kill that. So you want to get rid of 1, 2, 3. Triggers that. Discard this. Okay. Pretty complex, really. Kill the Mana Sources. Swing into Ren. We might be okay. Depends what these last 2 cards in their hand are. And if they play 2 spells, we might be able to get this to power 4, which means we can then deal with this. Oh my goodness.
I see endless rot.
Oh no. There's a portal to Phyrexia in the graveyard. No. 4, 5, 6. We're going to be very, very much in trouble if that gets to resolve. How the heck are we going to get back from that? I don't think we can, really. Apart from exiling our own creatures, but then they get to return their own creatures anyway. Ugh. So strong. Okay. What do we want to do? 3, 4. Let's try and swing both in at Ren in case something weird happens to one of them. 5, 6.
The end of all things draws near.
So we can untap. Yeah, so they... Oh, I can't block. Okay, so they can go down the Infect route. So yeah, I think the treasure cruise is going to maybe help us. Oh, definitely now with the Stitches supplier. Or do we go for the ancient one here? No, go for Stitches supplier just because we want to mill. Okay, milling 3 just makes when you're paying 1 blue for treasure cruise, that's just crazy. I mean, there we go. 7 mana. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to get rid of the rubbish cards. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's fine. Looks like Ancient One's taking a back seat, but we've got a really good field nonetheless. 5, 6. What are these other cards? 5, 6, 7. Ren and Realm Breaker. So they can get something else back. Ugh. Horrible. Horrible. Primeval Bounty. Don't know what to do now. They're swinging in. Block and mill. Milling is good. It's getting tempting to flip the Rona as well, making it 5, 5. Okay, what do we want to do? 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 mana off the portal, but not the Primeval Bounty. Yep, let's transform this. We need to apply the pressure immediately. So these are going in here, and that's going into the Ren, which is super annoying. Down to 16. Okay, wish me luck. 6, 7. If they play a land, they can play the portal in the following turn, which is terrifying. Or they could just surprise us now by going for 2 lands. Oh, we're getting super lucky with that. Okay. Swing in here. 9, 10, 11. So we're getting to... That's got trample. Okay. And we get to trigger this as well. Down to 7. They die next turn unless they have some kind of... Exiles a card at random from their hand. No way. We just randomly get to cast a portal for free. No freaking way. I think Pantalaza is the new boogeyman of the format. Seeing this one a lot more than I used to. Seeing it a lot more than Atraxas and Atalis now. Which is just kind of crazy how powerful it is. Because if you think the first sliver gives all your slivers Cascade, which is already pretty strong, but that's 5 colours. This is just 3 colours. Still same mana cost. Mana value, should I say. But yeah, it's just so good. And that's kind of why I haven't made the video for this yet, because I feel like tribal decks are just... There's only one direction to go in. It's just your favourite dinosaurs. Already swinging in with this guy. So it's already lost the ability. Okay, fine. We could kill it, but I don't think I'm that bothered about a 2 mana 2/3 with no other abilities now. This has already been used. So we'll probably use Raven Form something a bit more exciting. Interesting that they've added the arrow to this to signify it is foretold. I guess when it changes zones, it's... The arrow kind of tells you that it's not part of your hand. Let's just fall. Okay. Let's go for Swiftfoot Boots and the Ancient One then. I really doubt they're going to have a way to kill this. And, well, to be honest, they've got white in their deck, so they probably do, to be honest. But red-green is going to struggle to deal with this. If it was just a red-green deck, I wouldn't be worried. Looks like they're kind of behind on mana. Okay. I just jinxed myself there. If we get to use Shieldred and then start reanimating creatures from graveyards. That's going to be awesome. So yeah, our self-mill is kind of out the window, really. We've got 5 mana open. We'll just hold off. Go for the Sun God's Command. I mean, we could even just draw and then discard the Shieldred to mill 7. And that might make him big enough to block. Unlikely, because you have to have 8 more permanents in your graveyard. We'll see what they do. But yeah, this tiny dinosaur is kind of irritating because it is slowly killing us. And we can't block it. Hulking Raptor, so they're putting stuff into their graveyard. Which is good for us. If they get a non-creature spell here that's super good, I'm probably going to counter it with the Sun God's Command, but we'll see. Domri Raid. Ah, we're going to get 2 birds with 1 stone here. Because we can use this to kill that and kill its Quinth. That's definitely a bit of a mouthful to say. Planeswalker and -3. Yeah, so a nice 2 for 1 there. And then if we kill the Pantalaza in our turn with the Infernal Grasp... Well, actually, we could use the Raven form, because then that means we have the Infernal Grasp up at instant speed. Land. Yeah, I guess we're 1 off Shieldred. So yeah, we'll use the Raven form. Equip the boots to the Ancient One. It's not really going to matter, to be honest, but... Oh, well, we'll protect it from removal. And we still have the 4 mana in case we want to use the ability for any reason. Target player mills cards equal to its value. Okay. Ornithopter. 4, 5, 6. So they're 1 mana off, going for Pantalaza again. And Rhythm. So I'm tempted to draw discard anyway, just to try and get the 7th land. Which means we might be discarding the Grasp. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, we'll discard that. Mill ourselves for 2. Shieldred's Edict. Again, we can't attack in, so... They keep getting the Celestus trigger, which is really, really... kind of annoying. But the bonus here is that Shieldred's going to get a lot of nice targets for their graveyard if we do get Shieldred out. 4, 5, 6. They're 1 mana off going for the Pantalaza. If they don't lay a land here, it's very, very tempting to kill the Ornithopter. We do have a lot of options despite not being able to attack with this guy. If we could have attacked with this guy, would have been crazy. Destroy artifact or enchantment or exile target player's graveyard. No way. I'm going to kill... Oh, that's such a shame. Kill the Ornithopter in response. Oh, that sucks. They literally got the most perfect draw there, because now we're just going to be set back so much. So no matter what mode they choose, it's just a win-win, really. Wait, they didn't pay anything? How bizarre. Interesting. Maybe we changed the course of the future because we killed their mana source. I think they then realised they had to invest in the lantern. So yeah, now we're going to go for the Shieldred. Target player mills again. 2 permanents. Celestus goes off again, giving them so much card selection here. We're 6 out of 8. Cyclonic Rift. Whoa, that's actually better than the other thing I was going to do. Although, let's go for the Shieldred first. I think we want to establish a threat. Especially because if they go for the Pantalaza here, they're going to get a random thing. So it's 4, 5, 6 if they lay a land. We can block with Shieldred. The worst case scenario is they kill the Shieldred here and we don't get to reanimate anything. Guardian Project, wow, we got hyper lucky there. Because now we can just start stealing their stuff. Interesting. They did actually have the mana. 5, 6, 7, but they chose to go for Huatli. And draw a card. So if we use a Cyclonic Rift in our turn, they're just pretty much screwed, I think. Because in their turn they won't have access to anything. Or we could just use it in their turn. It's a bit risky if they have something like Teferi's Protection. I think. What do we want to revive? There's so many choices. Probably the Hulking Raptor. Or the Tyler's Provisioner. Oh, it's just our graveyard. Oh, from your graveyard. Okay, fair enough. Okay, fine. So that actually makes that weaker. So Shieldred doesn't work very well with the Ancient One. But you know what? I misread that. And I think we're in a good situation. I could have put it on the Cruel Somnophage, but I really want to protect the Shieldred, because if we lose this, we're going to lose so much advantage. Just by being able to revive our own guys when they get killed. Although now they can just start. What do they want to do? Exile our graveyard? Destroy Artifact or Enchantment? Huh. So they'd rather do that than get rid of our reanimation. They've only got green once. Yeah, their mana sources really suck without the Chromatic Lantern. Okay, so they've chosen to exile target player's graveyard. So what I'll do is I'm going to put a stop in response to the draw step, so we can draw and discard maybe a big thing here. It also weakens the Cruel Somnophage. So if we get a huge creature... No, okay. Oh no, we do mill ourselves though. Dark Ritual, do we want to do it again? Yeah, let's do it again, because we could get... Oh, 5 mana. Okay. Mill 5. And we get a creature, but it's not fantastic. Oh no, wait. Beginning of your upkeep. Oh, you can't respond to your upkeep. Can you? So when was this stop put in place? Stop on opponent's upkeep and draw a step. That's kind of annoying. Stop on my upkeep and draw a step. So if you don't have anything in your graveyard, you cannot respond to this ability? Surely you can respond to this ability. At the beginning of your upkeep, this goes on the stack. But then I didn't specify, but I put a stop on my upkeep. We'll try it. Okay, so it... Yeah, whatever. Sorry. That's really weird. When you put a manual stop, I always thought that it gives you a chance to respond, but yeah, whatever. I'm obviously doing it wrong. Alright, we've got to try and keep this hand, I think. The Cavern of Souls, which is not incredible because we're not a tribal build, but having one type at least be uncounterable is nice. Although saying that now, we're gonna be able to cast the Ancient One for a while, so I suppose we'll name pirates. Our pirates are uncounterable. Sweet. We could use the Feed the Swarm on the Curse of Silence there, of course. But yeah, we just want to really be hitting the old land drops, to be honest, because their deck is going to be very controlling, and if we don't hit land drops, then we're just going to be outpaced. Okay, so we did hit one, which is good. I think we're going to get rid of the Meat Hook Massacre, to be honest. Nice. And then go for the Ever-Flowing Well. Everything that mills us is going to be nice here. Cool. Corpse Churn, a way to get a creature back and mill 3. Vanishing Light. They're going to kill the Malcolm. They're scared of Malcolm. Huh. Okay. Let's go for Jace. Let's keep applying the pressure here. Wonderful. So we're going to mill ourselves for 2. Remember, we are a self-mill build. Okay. Bastion, I'll be honest, not really that important in this deck, but bit of a holdover from older deck builds. But that's fine. That happens from time to time. I make a lot of decks. Breach the Universe. Oh my. Go for another Planeswalker. Really applying the pressure here.
And birthday. Keep your distance, mortals.
And I think if we go for... Let's go for blue to freak him out. 1 blue mana open against a control player. Really scares him a bit. But yeah, we've got 6 cards in hand, 2 walkers. What more could we ask for? Farewell doesn't hit walkers. And if they use something that blows up all non-land permanents, then they're going to lose out a lot. 4, 5, 6, 7. So they do have mana for Chromium here. So, what do we want to do? Let's mill ourselves first. Shielded in the graveyard. That's sad. Uptick here. There's a slight amount of defense against Chromium if they attack in. We've got no instants though. That is a shame. What can we do? Feed the Swarm and Banishing Light? See if that works. Okay. So now we do have a blocker as well. Let's go for Bastion, just a random spell that doesn't really do much. Maybe Deluge. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they don't care. See, I feel like we've changed the outcome again, because now we have a blocker for the Atasha. They know that they need to kill... Yeah, they're desperate to find the kill spell for the Atasha, because if not, we're going to get 3 of their best creatures from their deck. So now they're kind of desperately looking to see... Liliana of the Veil. That's not going to do it either, I don't think.
A fight? And
Each player discards a card.
Drop it.
Not too worried about that. Get rid of this land. So, fingers crossed. Baffling End. They don't like Malcolm, do they? Transforms. Becomes a target of another permanent you control. Okay, let's ultimate her and see what we get here. Historically speaking, this is freaking crazy. Sarah's Emissary. I'll choose instant. So we get protection from instants. Nice. Wow. And we milled them for loads as well. Maybe we just start milling them for even... Oh no, they've got Memory Deluge in the graveyard. No, we'll just keep going for ourselves here. Dark Ritual. So maybe we save Breach the Multiverse for when, if they board wipe. We don't want to mill ourselves too much, do we? Let's go for the Ancient one. I guess Bastion. Okay, so they could either get rid of the curse. Wait, what? Choose legendary you wish to keep. Oh, what the wording on that's weird. So weird. That is really weird. So Myriad Pool. I thought Myriad Pool becomes a copy. Up to one target permanent you control becomes a copy of that spell. Oh. That's just weird. So yeah, we'll swing in here. I honestly don't mind losing a Bastion of Remembrance to Gonti. Okay, so this is protection from instants. 3 mana open. Yeah, to be honest, there's so much stuff going on here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing is correct. If they have a board wipe, which I presume they do, given the fact they're still playing the game, Sunfall, damn, yeah, that's what I expected. And that's exactly why I didn't use the Breach of the Multiverse there. That's such a crazy good hit. Each player discards a card. Get rid of this. I mean, that's hurting themselves as well. Although that's a foretell spell and that's just whatever. We can legit just draw 7 cards here as well with the chase if we want to. Use a Dark Ritual here. It's got to be a counter spell, right?
Let's try this.
Okay. So this Liliana is threatening us quite badly here. So maybe don't go for the breach yet. Yeah, I don't want to get... See, the thing about this Myriad Pools is it makes legendary spells kind of useless when you use this ability, but yeah, okay. What creatures are in here? Got Shield Rid. So we could use this now. Mill 3, get a creature back. Praise and Borrower. That's actually pretty good. We can use that to bounce the Liliana. Or whatever they choose to do. 60 cards in... This deck is so complicated. And that's a 5/5. So we can actually block that with the Ancient One. Or we could keep milling ourselves until we win with the Chase. There's a lot of different options we've got here. So they could also make us sacrifice the Ancient One with Liliana. There's a lot of things they can do. They know we have the Brazen Borrower. You play discards a card. Okay. Get rid of the Illuminator there. What are they waiting for exactly? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got enough to go for Chromium or their Memory Deluge. Wait, we can block, so I wonder why they did that. It's a strange one. Board wipe? I don't want to use it. I feel like it's a trap. Right, we're going to draw 7. That's crazy. Right. Try and swing into Liliana. I mean, we could even start milling them out if we want to. 65. We could just use his ability a few times, couldn't we? And we got the Midnight Clock, actually. Here comes Chromium. So we've got a few options here. We could discard a card to give him Hexproof. Oh, that's a Foretell. That's not even a card in the hand, is it? Yeah, so they're in a really bad situation now. Okay, nice. Yeah, apologies if I'm making a lot of mistakes this game. It's really complicated, this deck. And I think we're just going to discard. Pass. We don't want to give away our entire game. But yeah, they are in a terrible situation, I think. Doomscar, destroy all creatures. Let's see what happens when we start milling them out. Oh, we can phase him out. That's cool. Mill them for 3. I like how they're board wiping our one commander. They must have not much else to do, I guess. Phase him out, which means he's not affected from this. God Pharaoh's statue. Ugh. Okay. So I really would like to get rid of the God Pharaoh's statue, to be honest. We've got 49 left. Let's go for the Breach of the Multiverse, see what we hit. Choose 2. Wow. So many things we can go for. I want to go for Tasha again, because we could mill them out with just her alone. And then Hostage Taker on the God Pharaoh's gift. God Pharaoh's statue, sorry. That's hilarious. We'll be using that against them. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, Breach of the Multiverse there, proving to be a 1-card
Keep your
win.
distance, mortals.
Down to 14. Okay. 39 cards left. Let's hope they don't have a way to mass mill us. That would be bad. And we practically have lethal on board. I mean, this is 11 to their 14. So they would need another board wipe or removal spell, really. One removal would probably temporarily help them against the Ancient One. They've got Midnight Clock. They're not giving up, though. An Infernal Grasp. So in response, let's use Dig Through Time here. We need to exile 6 things. 1, 2. Okay. Wow, we just completely outvalued them. Insane game. So I really enjoyed this deck, even though it was really, really complex. It's probably one of the most complicated decks I think I've ever built, sheerly due to the fact that it's fighting itself in order to become effective. As I said a few times, stuff like Delve, it's just taking the cards out your graveyard, which means that Ancient One is never going to be able to attack or block. So in a way, he's kind of like an enchantment, and the design of him is pretty damn good. Because the upside is so incredible, 2 mana 8/8, they had to make the downside also really huge as well. So yeah, everything in this deck is in service of filling the graveyard, but just be cautious what you put in and what you take out. Sometimes you may regret it. Some interesting cards I think that go well with this deck. Springleaf Drum is nice because you can just tap him for mana, and that you can always do that, regardless of if he can attack or not, so that's perfectly fine. Anything that mills is or discards each player is nice. Lily on the Veil being up there as, you know, one of the nicest ones. So much champion, never got to use it that much, but you mill 3 on every upkeep. That's a lot. So after 3 turns, that's 9 cards. And then you can cast something for free when you have 20 more cards in your graveyard. So that can be pretty cool. We've got the Everflowing Well, which is a bit of a weird card. I just want to try it though because it seems nice, but making something a copy of a legend just doesn't really pan out, especially when you don't get the ETB anyway, because the thing that becomes a copy of the spell you just cast doesn't enter. Rona seems pretty nice, being able to draw discard multiple times when you cast a legendary spell. And then obviously you saw from game 1 where flipping into Tolarian Obliterator, you know, casting... Oh my goodness, that was such a cool game, doing that. And yeah, I say one thing, which I made a mistake with this build. There's one copy of Favourable Winds, which I forgot to take out of the deck because this was using another shell. So there's a few little mistakes like that. Favourable Winds and Bastion of Remembrance doesn't really fit. It's okay. But yeah, I would definitely take out Favourable Winds and put anything you want from your collection. I think this is the only thing that really was a mistake. Yeah, it doesn't synergize too well. Although saying that, it does synergize with Ledger Shredder and Malcolm somewhat unusually, which are directly beneath the card. But yeah, I have to admit that was my mistake, but it's fine. It's just one card, and I never drew it, therefore I didn't realise it was in there. And testing takes such a long time sometimes. And, you know, I tested this deck out about 5-6 times before I started recording, so I feel like that's normally quite a lot. I normally test 3 games, and I normally catch everything, but clearly I'm a bit tired today. But if you want to download the deck list, including the Favourable Winds, why don't you try it below? And if you want to support me by donating to the channel, helping me buy a coffee to keep me awake, then you can become a channel patron. Look at the description below, where you can become an adult dragon and get a custom video of your choice. Or you can donate a one-off amount to Ko-fi. And Ko-fi was designed in order to buy people coffee, cups of coffee. And that's why that's like got the one-off donation process on there. So take a look at that, and why don't you watch another one of my videos? Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.